Hi, you. You know, it's kind of late. I should be going to bed, but I'm shaking the camera. I'm so excited. I got a new book in the mail today. I have to show you this one before I go to bed. So I just got it today, which is yesterday if you're watching this tomorrow, right? Way to make that an evergreen video, Candice. And I am Candice of Happy Catastrophe, or Sister Minh Bao. And Jet is right there resting. He sprained his little leg. Jet is my house chicken, if you're new to this channel. He sprained his little leg, so he's not hopping around too much today. He's just resting. Plus, it's way after dark, so he's basically comatose. And over there is Jack, and he's laying there half asleep, kind of one eye open, but you always know what happens when I start filming. He starts making noise because he wants to be part of the video. So I ordered this off Amazon, $12.95, easy to get. This is US Amazon. It's probably cheaper in your country because our prices are skyrocketing over here. But look at what I got. Spooky Academy. Now, before you click off because you don't like spooky things, this is cute. This is very cute. It's not scary at all. It's kind of like a cute and cozy book if a cute and cozy book were not a cute and cozy book. Like they were like a regular adult level book. You know what I'm saying? I love cute and cozy books, but this is like cute and cozy for 30-year-olds. This is Shelley Couvillion, and I guess she's a famous artist. She does artwork for, I want to say children's books, but I don't think so. I think that's another person I'm thinking of. This is a school, a magic school for spooky people, and there's, it's basically the same set of characters going through the seasons, a full year of school. And so this is Pumpkin, of course. And then there's Spice, who I don't know who Spice is. Maybe Spice is the ghost, and then Bird. Anyway, so her characters do have names. And the little girl with the pumpkin head, she's like a skeleton with a pumpkin head. She is the main character. So it's basically her adventures going through school. So let's look at this. Okay, show you ISBN. Excuse me. This is ISBN. This book is new, which is rare for me. Usually I'm showing you cheap used books I got that are older. This book is printed in Dubai. I've never seen that before. This is 2025, and it's a Hachette book. This is from Hachette, like our Hachette Heroes color by numbers from the UK. So the paper is great, and it's single-sided. Oh my God, that's why I had to show you this book. Okay, so cover is beautiful. I love these colors. It looks matte, but it's not that icky matte feel that a lot of us don't like. It's actually really nice and slick. Beautiful, beautiful cover. It is frickin' sewn bound, I think. Is it really? Yes. No, I can't tell. It might be sewn bound. All right. So, but the paper, people, well, it lays totally flat. No, I think it's sewn bound. I mean, glued bound. The paper is great. So here's just sort of an introduction page with some things on it. These are my least favorite pages. The paper has some tooth, which is really nice, and yet it's soft, which makes me a little leery because that's the way Lulu Mayu's books are, and they're really difficult to find mediums that work well in them, especially water-based. But it's not the same as Lulu Mayo, so at the end of this video, I'm going to flip through this, and then I'm going to go away and color for a bit and try some different things and come back and let you know what I think about the paper. But single-sided. It's fairly thick. It's like mythographic thickness now with the new mythographics that have thicker paper, but it's not the same paper at all. It's soft with a bit of tooth. So it'll be interesting to see. Look at this. Here they are going to school. There's a witch right there that's welcoming them way back in there. And I think this is pumpkin spice and bird. I think the ghost is spice. Because the ghost certainly isn't pumpkin or bird. So the process of elimination. I love the art, the stylistic style of the trees, and it's just so wonderfully hand-drawn. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's definitely, like, if I saw another book from this artist, I would immediately know it's from this artist. Her hand is definitely in these pages. And here she is starting her school year with Spice and Bird. And see, there are pages like this that you could really play with backgrounds. And I don't know how water-based mediums will do. I kind of suspect they'll do okay. But also what would do great out here is like gel crayons or oil pastels or pastels to cover these like big areas. Or distress ink. Yeah. So there they are starting the school year. Okay, so it's autumn. Don't you love it that it's seasonal? Oh my gosh, I love seasonal books. I have so few because most of our seasonal books are those expensive Japanese, European, overseas books. The Asian books have a lot of seasonal books, but I don't have a lot of those kinds of books. So I don't, oh my God. Right on cue. Can you hear him? He woke up, grabbed his chew toy, and now he's chewing on it. It's just something he does when I film. I don't know. He's got a bit of OCD. He has to have things done a certain way. Maybe he's got in his head that he has to chew on his chewy when I'm talking. I don't know. So they're in the library. He's got a kitty on his lap. The kitties are like ghost kitties. They fly. And from the blurb on the back, it's a dragon-guarded library. So see, here's a very simple page of Spice if you're feeling like doing just something simple, but you could make him glowing. You could do different effects because it's single-sided, and you can use alcohol markers. We could have some fun with some of our instructional alcohol marker books. And then there's stuff that's more intricate. So here, they've got a new character here, someone who's brewing a potion. And look at the stylized way she does flames and steam. So the dragons are heating up the cauldron, so this would be like, flames, but it can become steam this way. I love it. I love it when you can see an artist's hand in the book. It makes the book so special to me and makes me want to experiment with my mediums, which is fun. I feel, though, I really want to get in here with some pencils, too. I'll base it probably with alcohol markers. But I want to get in here with pencils because I really like the feel of this. I think it's got tooth. It's still pretty smooth, but it just feels like it's got something that pencils will grab onto. Look at this feast dinner. So you think it's kind of, yes, it's kind of Harry Potter-ish, kind of, Wicked Academia type stuff with these adorable characters. Look at the frog nailing a cookie with his tongue. What the heck is that? I just love it. And they're all just sort of eating from the main bowls out the middle. This cat with all its arms and that guy. Oh my gosh. It's so great. And then I don't know what he's doing. He's got an apple and he's got 4 arms. No, he's got 6. He's reading from some book. Looks like a herbal book. Well, he is a plague doctor. Anyway. Isn't that great? I love this. I love it. I love everything about it. This would be fun making a light source, this candelabra glowing and the fire glowing. And here it is, the leaves coming down from the trees, so you can tell it's getting later in fall. And this is her dorm room, and look at the flying cats and the sleeping puppies. Her room is full of pets. It's perfect. Yes, fun stuff up there. This is a fun page. And I love that everything's just like, one thing about her style is nothing is really, has perspective. Everything's flat. So the rug goes up, everything is flat. It's not made to look like it has depth, which is a stylistic choice and super cute, I think. I think it makes it really fun. Let me bring in just a little bit. It's just different than other people. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is one I was thinking about starting with. And I don't think I think I'd just make a circle around him. His bed is a nest in the window. Actually, it's a nest on top of a mattress. That's great. What is this? I think it's gloves wrapped around a hot water bottle or something. And then he has like an half-eaten fish there and his cloak, and he fell asleep studying. Oh, and he has a blank banner. I think I'd like to put a sticker in there. I'm always looking for places to use my stickers now that I have some stickers off Temu, and I want to put something there that'll be like artwork for him. That is adorable. I'm gonna have to do that one. This one is a stamp, a 3.5-cent stamp, 3.5 stars. Looks like a stamp. That's a scroll. But see, something like this could be just fun. It doesn't have to be, I was going to say realistic, but I mean, those are severed hands and a smiling pumpkin head. So, you know, we've left the world of reality. We're gone. Now, fall looks like it's ending. The leaves are all gone. I would make these all lit up and glowing. Jack-o'-lanterns in the trees. If there's a full moon, looks like they've come out to just have some sort of little party thing. These look like kids, maybe kids from the school, and that might be a parent or a overseeing teacher. What a fun look. And I love that this is framed, so we don't have to worry about the whole entire page. Like, this is a very minimal background. Something I'd be confident doing even in alcohol markers. You could make this as cartoony as you want, as straight colored as you want, or as intricately, artistically, like painterly style as you want. I mean, you could do anything with these pages. Yep, and now we're starting winter. So this is as far as I've looked through it before I realized I got to share this with you. So I haven't seen any of these. I'm excited. Oh my gosh, there's a hand coming out of this box and grabbing for the scissors. Hopefully just to do some wrapping. Looks like they're wrapping pages. More books. I'm not a fan of coloring books. I get bored of them very easy. But these shelves have a lot of stuff on them that aren't books, and they are sort of not the full page, which is good. I absolutely adore these cats. All right, let's see what winter has in store at the Academy. Oh my gosh, see? Now this is fun. Wouldn't it be fun to make like the snow like pink or blue or something? And that's the three friends. What's he doing in the snow? Sitting there laughing. Looks like he was trying to make a snow angel and then just sat up. And these, make these colored lights. Or some of you make these like all white and make it more, when I see pages with these, I always tend to make them go full on with color, right? But those of you that make them like all one color and then make it kind of add more elegance to the page, they're making a snow Mothman. It looks like giving it wings and teeth and big top stuff, some kind of snow monster. That's awesome. I love it. And again, I would probably just stop the page here. I wouldn't worry so much about up here. Well, maybe I would. I don't know. Doesn't feel like that's part of the page. Oh my gosh. This is great. Oh, so that's a light. I was wondering what that was back here on this page. This thing. It's a hand holding a crystal. It's a wand, a big wand. So these guys are scared going through the forest. I don't think they see this giant monster. Those of you that are good with light sources, what if you made like it really dark, and then just kind of focused in like right here with the light source, and use some of your neon mediums for the eyes, but make it pretty dark colored around here. That'd be spooky. Hi, Jet. I know you hurt your leg, didn't you? He came in yesterday limping from playing outside. It looks like he sprained something. So we're just taking it easy, aren't we, Jet? Aha. Here they are in their library. This warm fire is so inviting. Again, you know, it's a library with bookshelves, but there's not more than 12 books or so on here. There's a lot of other fun things. There's like little creatures poking in and out and stuff. This character I just love. I thought I loved her the best, but I don't know. I'm really falling in love with Bird. He's always smiling. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is wonderful. She's catching stars. See, and what a simple and fun book page. This would be all about, glitter and stuff. Just making it into a fun sky, night sky. Although I want to make it like pinks. She's a good flyer. Look at that. Looks like she's catching them and then tying them to her broom, which is kind of cool, actually. Back in the day, we put playing cards in the spokes of the bikes. That was before me. I'm not quite that old. But my day, we did put something in the spokes, but it was something you bought. Because, 80s, everybody had lots of money, so we would buy all our stuff, cheap plastic stuff, rather than find things around the house and make it. What was it? If you know, put it in the comments and let me know. We would put things in the spokes that would go flap, 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 flap when the tires would go around, but they'd also seem like they were brightly colored. Maybe even lit up. Not sure if I'm remembering right. Oh, this is neat. Is this out in the forest? It's kind of a creepy forest. I mean, these bushes have eyeballs all over them. And Pumpkin is in here in her little tent she put up, doing her studies with her little puppy dog. And this little guy looks like he's going to scare her, jump out and say boo. I like this cat bat up here. And there's little owls sleeping in holes. But they're stars, so this must be nighttime again. What a fun winter activity to do. They must be in a warm climate, or else skeletons don't feel the cold, maybe. I love when the character's in bed. Those are always my favorite pages. Oh, I love this one so much. My friend Nessa is going to get this book, and we're going to do a buddy in it. This one might be fun. I don't know. So far, I haven't seen a page I wouldn't want to do. My sweet Nessa. Look at that. There's a baby dragon or deer or something sleeping in her drawer. There's so many things to see. Her bed has chicken feet. This is really neat. I like them all, actually. I love the outdoor ones with the trees a lot, too. Oh, my goodness. This is an invisible thing with, like, moth antenna. Looks like they're doing tricks for the kids, or maybe they're outside teaching them potions or something, teaching them. This is that six-legged cat girl. There's Bird, Spice and Pumpkin, and then that frog, and then one of these little elf-type creatures. That's fun. Be fun to take gel pens to all these stars. Languo. And glitter. I have the shiny style, those big 1mm nib shiny style Languos. They're so pretty. They're very glittery and shiny. Might have to make all those stars shiny. Wow, this is a thick book. There's a lot to this book. Oh, and I love these ones looking out the window too, Nessa. These are great. This is the one I sent her a picture of this because look at these crazy birds. Those are creepy crazy. They're like humans. So's the bat. But she looks so fun and wistful. Yeah. She could be my friend. I like her. Spaghetti? No, that's how she makes. For a minute there, I was like, they're conjuring spaghetti. I'm on a spaghetti kick right now. I made spaghetti yesterday, and it was so good, and I want to make more. This is the way she draws smoke or steam or fire. That's how she draws it. They're dancing around a bonfire. What a fun one this would be because you could do anything to the background. You could paper piece an image of a spooky forest behind it. You could just ink it in. You could do nothing to it. You could put a stencil to it of anything, you know, brick wall, trees, whatever. There's so much, when backgrounds like this and I mean, obviously they're probably outside, but it would be, you could do a stone wall. I mean, anything. It's kind of exciting when you have a whole world to choose from. Look through your stashes. Find things you'd like to do. You could draw more smoke. You could draw ghosts. You could just get a stencil. I'm thinking about either paper piecing something or a stencil. And that's all the friends. There's a little skeleton kid that I don't think we've seen yet. Bird is just so happy. Bird's always happy. Oh, we haven't seen that fox yet either. That must be the dragon that guards the library with little pup dragons that won't let him sleep. Her, him, sleep. Them. I like the little twin pup dragons. Aww. Wait, this is like a book fort. Those dragons are adorable. They kind of look like, well, they kind of look like an aardvark, like Annie Day. But they also kind of look like a pig and a puppy had a baby. Jack, stop. Stop licking your feet. Jack, that's enough. He gets obsessed on his feet and licks them till they're raw. Oh my gosh. Okay, a very stylized version of Bird. This is just so generic and open. This one would be fun to do paper piecing, like actual cut papers and put it together like a, pieces of paper, like a paper doll. That would be fun and super easy. I can show you how to do it if you want. Basically, I just put paper over. I always mean to put tracing paper, but I can never find it. I do have a pack of tracing paper. I think the fairies in this cabin move it around because I always find it later. And it's never where I thought it would be. So I end up just getting copy paper and put over it. I can see the lines through it, trace it, cut that out. And then I use that template to find some paper for all these pieces and cut around it. It's very easy. It's just tracing and cutting. But we could make them like all different patterns, like a quilt. Could make it like a quilt. That would be fun. Spring! Here's spring in the library. It's got plants growing. Still have some pumpkin lights though. Kitty and Puppy are having a conversation. I love it. Okay. That's the dragon that guards the library, checking out books to the babes. There's no way she's going to be able to carry all those books. That's a lot of books. I love the frame on this. It really does. This size is like similar to, it's just a normal 8.5 by 11. So it's kind of like, it's like an R.J. Hampson book. It's that size, but this cuts it down to a smaller picture, which is always nice. I mean, I like big books, but I don't like too many big spaces. It's hard to fill them. But you can use anything on this, so there's your plus. Ooh, there's one of these of her. And she's holding the star. I definitely would make this star glowing and glowing up to her face. This one, I wouldn't be so inclined to paper piece. Maybe her hat, but I would want to do some glowing effects and stuff. Maybe just get out one of our instructional books for alcohol markers and do some techniques. Find a pattern for her hat and her cloak. Yeah, because it's single-sided. Oh, I like this. I normally I'm not fond of pictures that leave like an odd space off to the side, but I kind of like this because it's so busy and detailed down here. And this is, I don't know if I'd want the whole page like that. This is the 3, if you can't see, I'll bring it up. This is the 3 students saying bye or hi. Maybe spring break. Maybe they're saying bye, or maybe they're coming back from spring break. Maybe all those books because they were having spring break and they were going to study during it. I love these round trees. Who else does that? Oh, Woodland, my Woodland book right here. Because I need to do our monthly page, which I have not even started. He does round trees. let's go to one of his trees are round too. He has that kind of stylized thing. And he also doesn't really have perspective. Everything's flat. Although there is some perspective to this blanket. But yeah, a lot of his trees are a lot like that. Now, he's Japanese. And she's, well, her name is French. So I love it, though. The other one who does this is the one who does Dreamland and Underwater, the Underwater one. You all know who I'm talking about. It's not Alexandra Koros. It's, I have both of those, and I've not done enough in them. I like this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they're sneaking out. He must be some sort of caretaker. But look at his shadow. His shadow found them. He is, or he's like, maybe because he's got such a big picture, maybe it's the headmaster. Anyway, I think they're busted. That's funny. Look at this crest of arms. Oh! Wait. I don't know. That's a bird. I'm sure there's a story to this, and I want to know the story. I may have to look through this a few times and try to figure out the story. Oh. Maybe it's his crest of arms. They're called a crest, right? Dumb American here. Oh, this is so great. Again, see, fire and steam. That's just how she colors. That's how she draws. And yeah, the bird has one eye. That bugged me because I was like, wait, did she just forget something? But no, the bird just has one eye. And I don't know, it seems to change sides. Yeah, it moves around a bit. Oh no! Is she being attacked? And what the hey is she riding? It looks like one of her monster friend creatures can turn into other things, because that's hands and feet, and that's his face of one of the guys that was around the dinner table, but he turned into like a horse thing. And there's Spice, and there's her wand, and there's Bird. See, Bird has got, well, Bird's got two eyes there. Bird doesn't always have two eyes. But look, she's being attacked. It's like a werewolf. Or it's that fox student who's messing with her. I think they're in the air, too. Oh, they're over water. This is water, because that's a dock and a little island with a cabin on it, with my cabin on it. And then trees, they're up in the air. Oh, I just bumped you really bad. They're up in the air over a lake. Oh, she looks scared. And there she's doing some studying. This is neat. I love the way this tree is. Oh my God, the weather vane's a severed hand. Yes, yes it is. This is super cool. And it's still spring, right? I would make this with lots of fun colors. Look, in this tower, there's a buddy sleeping. Like Jet should be. I don't know if you just heard him, but he's not sleeping. Oh, they're in class doing things they shouldn't be doing because he's covering up his paper, and it looks like he was doodling. He's like, whoop, and the teacher's trying to get it from him. The rest of them have words on their paper, although this one is asleep. But they're all working hard, putting words on their paper. Oh, Spice is passing a note. This is fun. These guys seem to be working hard, but this guy was doodling. Oh, that's not his hand. So he's got his hand over his paper trying to cover it, and he's got both his hands there. Wait, that's right. He has more than two hands, doesn't he? He might have a hand on that paper. But this is cool. And then it's got, the archways and the windows. You can make them look like stained glass. We could do a stained glass treatment from one of those books. We could pick out the one that has the best stained glass treatment and do that on these windows. Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. Oh my gosh, I love this. Look at, they're all doing something different. Okay, the house has eyes. What? And the tree has hands. I thought those were hands previously, but I wasn't quite sure. But yeah, one of them's holding the bat. They're all holding bats. Kitty's flying up there with the birds. Probably wants to eat them. There is two of the students. That's the skeleton student and one of the ones that can transform. There's the frog student. There's the other one of those elfie students. I think that's Pumpkin, because there's Spice saying, hey. And there's a birdie, but there's a hand coming to grab the bird. I don't know if that bird is safe. And Ghost coming out the chimney. This is adorable. Yep, those trees have hands. Look at it, it's holding its hands. That's cool. I love the frog sipping tea in the window. This one's fun. Ooh, now we're in summer. So this is our last season, right? And they're in the library studying. I love the kitties. This would be fun because you've got the chair, you've got different fabrics in here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I saw this one on the Amazon listing, and I was like, what is this? Like, oh, it's a snail trail. There's snails. Okay, there's a giant like dragon eye looking in the window. And then all of these snails have cat heads like that. And all of the little, it's like a snail exhibit, and they all have cat heads. And then this one got loose. And they're like, oh, look. I don't know what he's pointing at. The dragon in the cage, this dragon, or the snail that got loose. And then the others are like, oh, they're so cute. You can just tell what they're thinking. Isn't that adorable? I love these cat snails. I think I would definitely make this into stone, though. There's an easy, you can do that easily with alcohol markers. I'd make it into like big stones. This again is those creepy human-headed birds. And it's got Bird and Spice hanging out with the buddies. Chupacabra. I don't know what it is. Does it have wings? Everything here has. Okay, that's the plague doctor teacher. I think they're just different characters, although it doesn't look like either one of these have bodies. I don't know. You'll have to tell me what you think this page is. Are they just sort of like puppet things that this teacher's controlling? I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm not crazy about lots of things on a page, but I like this one because of all the bottles. Oh, this dragon's crying. Uh-oh, now maybe I can't do this page. It's too sad. I don't like to be sad. The ghosts floating are fun, though. So's this guy who's gotten out. Why is this one crying? I don't think... What is 3.5? That's 3.5 as well. We saw 3.5 earlier. I don't like it when they're sad. What are you doing, creeper? Spooky. Okay, obviously Spice is thinking they know the way or whatever. These little cat bats here. And we've got Pumpkin and Bird. And then these guys. I think I'd make them ghosts. Ooh. There's a lot of them. What are these creepy things? There's another one down there. I wonder if she can't see them. Yeah, maybe they're ghosts and only Spice can see them. That's probably true. Oh my gosh, this is like a portrait. I love it. What's he doing with the hat? The hat and the armor. It's kind of strange. I love it. That's awesome. I think I'll color him like the Portland frog. Oh, okay, so school's out. There's a parent for Spice, and there's Bird's parents. school's out, and there's some little bats. So they're picking up their kids. Oh, little Spidey. The little spider here is reading a book. Oh my God, it's so cute. Where's Pumpkin's parents? 8.5. What are these numbers? What do they mean? Are they the months? I think that's great. I don't know who these characters are, but I like this page. There she is. Oh, looks like she lives with her grandma. I'm going to say she lives with her grandma. Aw, she's been gone all year. She's taking her kitty with her. That is adorable. That's so sweet and loving. Look at the spider hanging off of her head. I love it. Oh my gosh. And then this looks like it's the grounds of the school and everybody's leaving. The ghosties are all going home. One's clear up here. The ghosties are all going. It's all set up for next year. There's one of the witches watching the ghosts go. The cats. Bye, bye. Oh, that's fun. Oh. So Shelley, you can find her here on Instagram. And she's got a website, Shelley Couvillion. And that's it. So what do you think? Do you love it? Because, oh my gosh, I just love it. It's so cute. And look at, I kind of want to use these colors maybe on this page, because this page is in there. I really like it. I don't know. I'm just really excited to get into this. So if any of you have this, I know November's for whips, but I'm probably going to bust into this book. In fact, I think I'm going to try, it's a little late, but I think I'm going to try doing some painting in it and see if paint works. I'll be back. All right, so I've decided I'm going to use this brand new set of Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolors that were gifted to me from Tara at 3 Dog Coloring. She decided that I could not have Gansai Tambi that smelled bad. The Artistros give me a headache. They're so chemical smelling. So I'm going to do an official unboxing of these, but I've been using them like crazy. Look how beautiful they are. So I've got a little bit too much water, I think, to begin with, because I noticed that right there in the center, it starts making the paper pill a little bit and it separates funny. So I experiment with using a little less water. I dried my brush off and that works better. It doesn't spread as easy, so I added a little bit more water. I'm trying to get the water just right here and experimenting with it. It can stand a little more water than what gouache needs, but, and I'm checking the back and nope, nothing's bleeding through. And then I remembered to put my backing paper. But Gansai Tambi doesn't need as much water as watercolor, but needs a little more than gouache. It's right in the middle there. And right here I decided, I've got this sped up. I don't paint this fast. I decided I'm going to make the ghosts transparent. So I'm just coloring right through them. And I actually end up, you can see, I like this. You can see where it's separating and pilling the paper a little bit up top where I use too much water. I'm trying to use a little less water here, but it's a really fine line between yeah, it's looking great, and B, it's looking spotty. So you really have to control your water well. Okay, so this is it's pretty much dry, but I need to let it dry longer before I can put another coat on. You have to be careful with water. So just really kind of sloppy wet watercolor would probably not work. I got a little wet in here and it did some funny, weird stuff. I kind of like it for sky, but then I got a little bit more careful with my water and a little not careful. So wherever I was not careful, it kind of separated, but I don't mind that. It did crinkle the paper a little bit. You can see that's crinkled the paper. I don't like crinkled paper. Yeah, I know I'm in the minorities. So I actually will iron that when I'm done with the wet stuff, or maybe even halfway through. Just because I don't like to work on crinkled paper. I'm going to make these guys see-through, which is why I did the blue through them. But this is just one pass. I think what I'll be doing is going through with another blue, with this same blue, another pass with this same blue. And if the paper can handle it, maybe a little bit of darker blue at one end or the other, depending on what time of day I want to make this. And then I want to put some fluffy clouds. So it may just be this color blue and fluffy clouds. But I would say you definitely can do it. If you're good at controlling the water, this paper can work. Because it is fairly thick. It is a little bit like Lulu Mayo paper in that it kind of doesn't disintegrate, no, but it kind of becomes less stable with water on it. But so that was using the Gansai Tambi, which is more water than you would use with gouache, but less than you would use with watercolor. It's kind of in between that. So gouache would definitely work. Acrylic would definitely work. Everything would definitely work. Something that you had to get really watery, I would be careful. You could do watercolor pencils, pencils, and Neocolor 2s. Those would all work. Especially if you put them on a palette and you put the water over here and then used it, rather than adding the water to the page with Neocolor 2s at least, because they take a little more water. But like watercolor pencils don't hurt. They just take basically a damp brush. And you can also use an alcohol marker blender with those. And since these are single-sided, that would work as well too. So yeah, the reason I chose this page was so that I could do a big swatch of watercolor and see how it worked. So there you go. I think pretty good paper. Really, really fun book. I hope you have it. I hope you get it for your collection because I think you'll really like it. It's just so darn cute. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have so much fun. Now I'm going to default to alcohol markers with pencil on top. That will give me the look that I like going for. But if you're a watercolorist, you can do that down here too. I'm definitely, on big open spaces, I'm not going to do alcohol marker. That's going to be watercolor or pastels, probably an oil pastel of sorts. Or actually, I prefer gel crayons, like the Tim Holtz gel crayons are my favorite. Second being the King Art gel crayons. So I would probably use those for something like this too. I love this page. I really, really want to do this page. I don't know. Every time I look at it, I find another page I want to do. So Spooky Academy by Shelley Couvillion. You can find it on Amazon. All right. See you soon. Love you. Bye-bye.